Okay, Linda, you're on.
Oh, super. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you do? Cody, what'd you do?
The Wi-Fi wasn't connected,
Oh,
so I just connected the Wi-Fi.
that's weird.
It's all good.
Okay.
I got it.
If you move that way, and when you're doing your exercises, you might be in the way of the camera. That's the camera. She's being filmed. That's yeah, I don't think so. All right. I could go back to that. I should go back here. Trying to explain it. She moves to be in the way of the camera. So I need to move. I think all right. You just don't want to be in this area, so I should move there. All right. I am pretty sanitized.
Jen. I don't know. Cody said I was, and it looks like, yep, we're on. All right. We're on. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Silver Stamina. Good to see you here this morning. I see some new faces, so welcome to you who have not been to Stamina here with me before. I'm Linda, and we are offering Silver Stamina here just Monday and Wednesday for the time being. We hope to get more classes on as things start to progress. But for the time being, we're just here on Monday, Wednesday. Likewise, that is our broadcast schedule as well. For those of you at home, I will be coming to you live Monday and Wednesday. So, for those that are interested, we are offering Silver Stamina on Tuesdays and Thursdays, both at West Club and at Kaiser at 10:45. So if you want to go work out in those places, if you had to come all the way south here, you've got something a little closer to your neighborhood if you live up north. So anyway, let's see. Safety. Everybody's got their chair set up on a spot. It's very important that you remain on your spot and honor the social distancing measures that are set up here. It's up to you if you want to clean your equipment before. We definitely recommend that you clean your equipment after the end of class. So, all right. Are you ready to exercise? Yeah. Did you all have a good weekend? Good. All right. So let's get moving, shall we? We'll get warmed up. Oh, yes, I need to kind of do an alert because this is something new that we've been doing lately. We, at least in my class, we had been just doing our cardio in 2-song chunks, and now we've gone to dumping it all in one big chunk, 4 songs in a row of cardio. So hopefully those of you, it's been popular, I have to admit, last week, so hopefully that's good for everybody. And as always, you're welcome to go to the chair and work from the chair if you need a little more of a breather. So here we go, our warm up. Let's have you stand on the right side of your chair. And then you're going to take your right foot behind to lift and lower your back heel. For those at home, it's going to look like this. If it's going to come up and down, and then you're sinking into your left hip. Hold it, step forward. Try it with the left side. It's up and down. Lift, press, hold, step forward to parallel feet, and do one more. Make sure your feet are apart by about 2 fists. One more, hold it, step forward, stand up tall, tap your right shoulder and look over, then your left, and then you have 2 squats. You sit back and stand tall. This is our squat prep. Inhale, exhale. We'll be doing squats later today, so get the form, pull the hips under, rise up, inhale, exhale. Oh, that feels good. Step back with your left foot. Remember, your feet are parallel. Up and down. Heel rises, then sinks. Hold it, push off, and step forward. Most of your weight is in your left foot here. We're working on ankle mobility. Hold it, step forward. Change one more time. This time, add your arms if you want. Lift and press. Hold, step forward, stand tall. Tap left shoulder, then right. Again, it's 2 squats. Down and up. Keeping your chest up. We worked on that last week. Inhale, exhale. Go again for 2. Down and up, hands on thighs for support of the upper body. Inhale, exhale, roll the shoulders. We're going to change our pattern. I'll turn to the side. Tap in, tap back, and then lift up and over. Left side, step in. So when I do a side view, team, it's to show the folks at home. Side body stretch. Back, in, up and over. One more set on the right side. And up, and back. Tap right shoulder, then left. 2 squats this time. Take away that support for the trunk and try to reach to me. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Do that again. Sit back. Reach and stand tall. Inhale up. Exhale. Roll the shoulders, march out and in here. Then tap, march out and in here. Then hold the feet wide, step and twist. Hands are on your hips, and we're kind of waking up the core a little bit by turning the shoulders from your waist. Add a low stretch to that. You can also bend your knees a little bit to wake up the hips and quads. Now arms come forward and squeeze like you're trying to grab a tree. Hug that tree, squeeze the chest. Now take it up top, one arm. Keep one foot on the floor. Heel taps coming forward, hold. This is nice because I get to look and see people on both sides of the room today. Toe tap forward with a push. Now we're going to take it up to a knee. You can always stay right here if you like. Push, push, lift. Try to lift that knee. Keep it up, but push to the side. Lift, lift. 2 squats again. Arms come up. Inhale. Exhale. Go again for 2. Come all the way up top. Inhale. Exhale. Arms come to a T. Side body stretch. And then change to the left. And then release. Okay. All right, team. How's the fan speed? Okay? All right, good. Okay, let's rewind. So, again, cardio, 4 songs in a row. Now, those of you at home, when I cue direction by saying right and left, it's going to be backwards for you, unfortunately. So, just be aware of that. Kind of watch, and actually at home, there's a little bit of a lag between the audio, which is my voice, and the music, and what my body movements are doing, your picture. And so, just follow the direction I'm going and honor that, not so much what I'm saying. But those of you in here, I'm cueing for you, all right? Yeah, okay. All right, team, let's go. You're on the right side of your chair. V-step, right. Out, out, in. 4 steps. Trying to open up the hips here. And then arms, you can add in. But get the feet first. Tap, V-step left. Up, up, back, back. And again, anything you want to do with your arms, you can pump them like I'm doing, or do a pattern. Step touch, left, right. So right now, you're on one side of your chair. We're going to fix it so that we'll travel to the opposite side. Get ready, team. 2 steps this way, then take it back. So be prepared for that. Get that momentum going from one side to the other. We're going to add on to this. 2 steps, then step forward and back. That's why we need to get past the chair so you don't bang into it. Forward and back. Keep it up. Add big arms. Add propulsion with the feet if you want. A-okay. This is your workout. You're in the driver's seat. Stay here with this step touch. This can turn into a rocking horse. Arms can be bicep curls today. I'm going to go with that. If you'd like to swim, you can. 4 more. Two steps over. Up, up, back, back. Okay, hopefully the routine getting a little more familiar. Try to keep your gaze up. This way. Trying to avoid saying the direction. Up, up, back, back. 2 steps over. 2 steps back. 2 steps over, 1 forward step touch, and back. Forward step touch. Hold it here, step touch forward and back, or rocket. When you do the rocking horse, try to get your hip to fire by lifting your knee. Two steps over and back. Kind of take down your intensity a little bit. Step together, step. Some of you may like the cross behind. That's okay too. It's a little bit more flowing. Okay, 2 steps over, adding on, step touch, forward, back. Take it back, step touch. Keep it up. Now we got a repeater. Give me 3. You're on the right side of your chair. Take it back to the left side, forward and back. We've got 1 more set of those. How we doing, team? Are you awake yet? Forward and back. 2 steps over, just a single, and back. Keep it up to the finish. And then we've got only 3 songs to go. Okay. All right. Back to the right side of your chair. Take a water break any time you need to. Out and in. Two up, 2 back. Tap and change. Arms are pumping. Step touch for 2. 2 steps over. March. Out and in. Are you breathing? I hope so. 2 up, 2 back. Sometimes we hold our breath a little bit. Change. Step touch 2 times. Travel for 2. March. Out and in. That's the way, team. Keep going. I'm just showing this for our folks who may need a chair. 2 up, 2 back. Up, up, back, back. Tap and change. Step touch for 2. 2 steps this way. March. Out and in. Good job, team. Keeping those feet lifted. 2 up, 2 back. This is so important not to shuffle your feet. Tap and change. If your feet bother you, what do? Step touch for 2. You go to the chair. Take it over. March. Out and in. 2 back. Way to go, gang. Tap and change. Now we have a little more in this one. Step touch forward and back. Or rock it. Get ready. Step touch for 2. 2 steps over and back. Keep it up. One more time. Hold it here. Out and in. Are we sweating yet? Oh yes. Up, up, back, back. Change. Up. What comes next, team? Rocking horse. Forward, back. Beautiful. Arms can stay low or bring it up. And hold. Okay. All right. So, cardio 3. Keep your feet moving. Don't stop. Okay. Now in this song, we have the opportunity to do some quick feet. You'll know the cue. The cue is go, go, go. Wide march. Parallel march. Wide. Parallel. Bend forward and back. So I'm showing it from the side. You keep facing me. Any arms you want to do? I like the pumping arms today. Okay, here's your chance. Wide march, and then parallel with quick feet. That's right, go, go, go. That's what Ricky says. And that's your cue to take it up if you want. Wide, together, and again, you can march right here. Parallel. Good job, gang. Step touch. 2 steps this way. March. Take it wide. Parallel. Wide. Parallel. Forward and back. Push into the floor from heel to ball of foot. Wide march. Parallel march. If you're a counter, it's 4 of each. And lift those knees if you're not running. Or even if you are, you can always try to get them higher. Wide, parallel. Step touch for 2. Over and back till I tell you to stop. Remember, you can cross behind if that's easier for you. But the side step fires these hips, which is why I like it. Hold it here. Wide march. We got to change. Out and in. Tap, open, together. So we're in sets of 2 now on each side. Out, in, tap out, and in. parallel. Right there. Again, you can have those quick feet if you want. We got a little push coming. Keep your feet wide. Step touch. So, I want you to try to drop your hips down. Bend your knees a little bit. Use your legs. Then push, push. We're almost there. Up top, if you like, or across your chest. March it. Okay, good job. Okay, all right. Let's turn up the volume on this one. So we're going to keep it on this side of your chair. Step touch. Arms wave. How high they go is up to you. Hold the feet and then tap the heels. You can shimmy the hips too if you want. Then look for something. Turn your trunk. Single curl. Now, if the ham curl is hard for you, that's your choice. But the idea is to fire those hamstrings. Hip shakes, side to side. Hold it to spin the arms, and then single, single, freeze. Double curls. Looks good, gang. What do you do if you don't like the curl? Single curl. Add some arms behind if you like. Remember, gang, you can step touch. Keep the feet wide. Once again, you're tapping the heels. Low to high. Low to high. Hip swing. Hold it, spin it. Single, single, freeze. Swinging bicep curl. Double curl. Step touch. March it. Shimmy. Woo. March, march, shimmy. Woo. Step touch. Quick feet. Single curl. What do you do if you don't like the curl? Or if you need to be in the chair? Twist contest. Oh, look at these moves. Team at home, I wish you could see this. It's awesome, it's a party. Yoo-hoo! Step touch. Wide feet, swing. Hold it, spin it. Single, single, freeze. Double curl. So I'm doing the double step touch, but you're doing a double curl if you want more. Single step touch. Hold in a squat, crunch. Step touch. Crunch again. Step touch. Again. Side to side. Single girl. Let's clap it out. And quick feet. Make it rain. Go. High five your neighbor. You made it through 4 rounds of cardio. Excuse me. Air high five. Air high five. Air high five. Boy, concentrate. Okay, Tim, go ahead and keep your feet moving. Maybe an easy march. Grab a drink of water. Towel off slightly. So what we're going to do is the squats. I talked about that in the warm-up, but we're going to begin from the chair. So, if you're saying to yourself, you know, I don't think I need a prep. I think I'm good. I think I can just go right into squats and have no issue at all. By all means, do that. But this is really kind of a preamble to prepare you for how low you need to be to sit down in a chair and do it properly and not fall into a chair. And our muscles, you wouldn't believe how quickly they decide to switch off and just let gravity do its thing. So we have to work on that. That's the point of this exercise. So, as I say, if you're good to go with squats, we're only doing body weight for our first 2 rounds. So you can do a nice slow tempo and, you know, still work. But if you can, try to get it down to the height of your chair, if your legs will allow you. Okay. Again, safety first, as always. All right, let's get in the chair. We can turn this down a little bit also. Okay. Now, we kind of do a little prep. So, before you do that though, make sure that you're kind of close to the front edge of your chair. That is, you're not all the way to the back. But your sit bones are probably maybe that far from the edge of your chair. And that's just to help you clear the chair safely. All right? Feet are parallel. Again, about that 2 fist width apart distance for a safe squat. And then arms are going to be here. Now you're going to tip forward, so you're coming in front of the sit bones, and then you're going to come upright and get right on top of them. Tip forward, and then come back. And I want you to fire your core muscles while you do that. Tip forward, and then come back. And now, rise from your chair. You may have felt momentum help you a little bit, because we kind of used our trunk to get us there. Okay, now look over your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder, have a seat, back down. Try to do it hands-free. Okay, everybody's doing really well. All right, let's do that again. We have 4 of these, so 1 down, 3 to go. Reach, come back. I want you to be aware of your feet on this one, and try not to rock into the balls of the feet, but try to keep the heels engaged to lift you. Look over your right shoulder, is the target still there? Then your left, target still there. If you need to scoot back a skosh, you can. Okay? Again, forward and back. Forward and back. This time, when you stand up, stack your arms and rise and come back down the same way. One more time. forward and back, forward and back. Reach, pull back, and then stack and rise, lift your chest. Inhale, exhale. Okay, do an easy march. And now we go down to the chair and up. And again, you can have your hands on your thighs for support. You can have them way out in front of you, or you can try stacking. Okay, if you're stacking, push the bottom arm up into the top arm. All right, here's our tempo. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, changing top arm, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everybody, the last one. Try to get your arms in front of your chest. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Release, shake it out. Okay, how we feeling, okay? Let's add some weight. Now, if you like, you can have a suitcase-style grip of your weights, like so. If you want to challenge yourself more, this kind of focuses the weight and your center of gravity a little higher, so it makes it a little more challenging, all right? Same tempo, a little faster tempo this time. You don't have to go as low, but I do want you to keep your chest up, and that's why I like the weights here, or even maybe here, to remind you not to do this. Because when you do that, you're gonna feel that into your back, all right? Here we go. Down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, rise, 2. Remember, team, it's not that. You gotta push your hips back. Down, 2, up, 2, and hold. Okay? Now let's go to a suitcase style and go a little faster. But it's gonna be a longer set, so you decide what feels easier. Okay? All right, team, if you need your chair for balance assistance, you can always have one hand here to keep you steady. All right? Once again, parallel feet, tall posture. Let's move. Keep those shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. Flex, stand. Use your quads. 8 more. Last 14. Okay, hold it, shake it out. Now, one of the things I saw was people kind of throwing their weights forward with their shoulders. And what we want to do when we're doing a squat is to keep our weight on the outside of our hip. So it's not going to come here, it's going to stay right there. And the hips go back and then come up. Okay? Let's do one more round, 2 by 2 though, and only 8. Really work on your form. Set your feet, down, 2, up, 2, drop, rise. So the head and neck do not tip forward, the hips tip back. The knees don't slide forward, the hips drop. 4 more. Pull everything under you. Do it weight free if you want. Last one, team. And rise. Ooh, okay. Shake out your legs. Let's do a stretch for your quads. It's a lot of work. So we're going to take your foot back here from this side of your chair. Push your hip forward. And then if you want to get a little bit lower into those muscles, hold on to the heel of your shoe and pull the heel to your backside. And then release and shake it, other side. Take your foot behind, all 10 toes are forward. Whatever team, start your position from parallel, and like a railroad track under this foot, you're just sliding it parallel back. And then you push forward with this hip, but keep them level. And then step up and find the top of your shoe or the heel of your shoe to stretch your quads. If you find it's easier to do this sitting down, you can. Absolutely. Okay, and release, shake it out. Grab your band, and let's work some strength for the upper body. Okay, let's start first with the rotator cuff. So this is for these muscles here that move the arm and this plane in the front side of the body. What you're gonna do is make a loop and put it into your palm. And then you want to make sure that you keep tension between your hands. So you don't want to get there in between sets. You want to hold it tight so that you have some resistance, okay? And then the palms are facing each other. This is easier on your shoulder. So if you're here, you're going to be tempted to pull out that way. So the idea is to open this way, and it works better if your hands face each other. Okay, 2 and 2, out, out, in. Notice where my hands are relative to my elbow. They're right in front of it, and that's what I want. So that you can work the back muscles instead of your chest so much. Out, in. Out, and in. Couple more. And release. Okay, now wiggle your fingers and put your band on the floor. We're going to do this in a little different way. You're going to stand on top of your band. Look at this. And then we're going to work more on the top of the shoulder. Up, pulse, pulse, pulse. Out to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Okay, so see where my wrist is relative to my elbow. My wrist is straight, and my hand is in front of my hip. That's where I'd like you to be. So if you're here, you're a little bit wide. If you're there, your wrist is doing the job, your forearm. It's not the shoulder. And then slowly let that go, step off, and then take that arm across to stretch the outside of your shoulder. Okay. Release that, and then make one big circle, and release. Okay, other side. Pull it up, find plenty of tension, and pulse, 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 pulse. You've got a pretty firm grip. You're not on just the fingers, and you're pulsing at the shoulder. Okay, team, not this. It's from here. Hold it, hold it. Can you hold that in space? Do you feel tension in your neck? If you do, lower your arms slightly. Okay? Keep holding. You were here a long time. Breathe. and then slowly release. Okay, step off, reach across to stretch. Relax those fingers. Let go of the band, big sweeping arm, and release. Okay, set your band down. I don't know why I wanted to keep it on my chair. There's no reason, but get a drink of water. And now let's do a little more strength training for the legs. So we haven't done any lunges in a while in Silver Stamina. Lunges are great. Think of it as a single leg squat. So I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see the positioning of the legs. You take one foot behind. Remember, you're parallel like this. And then you step back. And you land on the ball of your foot. And you keep the heel lifted as high as you can. The back knee is bent. And if you want to, take a half a hop backwards, and then you're good to go. That knee goes to the floor. Down, down, up, up. That's what we do. Awesome, okay? Now if you like, you can have your hand on the chair to support your trunk. It might be a good idea to do that, just because we haven't done these in a while. Come to this side of your chair though to do it so that we're all on the same leg. All right? Parallel feet. Back heel lifts. Just like railroad tracks, you step it back. Now we have not unloaded this front leg at all. All right, one more thing I want you to do. I want you to look down, and are your feet still parallel? Sometimes folks, when they slide that foot back, they cross over. So what I'd like you to do is to take a half a step wide to that direction. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now lift your back heel as I did earlier, as high as you can. Can you lift your heel? If your heel only gets up there, not really helping the muscles here in the back of your leg. We're trying to activate them. So if your heel is down like that, they're switched off. You've got to lift so that it stacks over the ball of your foot. Okay? All right, all that talking, these are going to be the best lunges ever. Down, 2, up, 2. Drop, and rise. So you've got about 70% weight here, and maybe 30% in the back. Down, 2, up, 2. Remember, it's not a forward movement like a rocking horse. It's like a merry-go-round horse. Last one. And rise, step forward, and then tap the heel, tap the toe, hold the toe down, rotate twice, and reverse twice. And hold, and then easy march. Okay? Other side. Parallel feet. Now just imagine you've got railroad tracks running underneath both feet, and then you're lifting this heel, and you're sliding it on that track behind you. And maybe half a hop step backwards, keeping that back heel lifted, and then you drop. Down, down, up, up. Okay, once again, that knee does not travel forward, it stays stacked over that shin. Down, down, and remember the weight distribution. About 70 here, and maybe 30, or maybe 60-40. It's kind of hard to tell. 10%. Okay, couple more. Down, down, up, up. You guys look pretty good to me. And then push off and step forward. Shake out your legs. Let's do some more strength work for the upper body. Get the if you have lighter weights, go ahead and pick them up. I like to be flexible. Okay, So I want you to do an easy march to release the tension in your legs from our lunges, and then set your feet. Okay, bicep curl, open and rotate. Back to the front and down. That's our pattern. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. Last time. Up, out, in, and down. Now make it bigger. Front raise. Open to the side. Back to the front. Down. Up, out, front, down. So we're getting a little bicep, front of the shoulder. We already worked the back and side. One more time. Up, out, front, and down. Turn the palms in. Shoulder roll. If you want to switch to heavier weights, you can. Push behind and return. And push and return. Push. Stretching out those biceps. Push and hold. Hold it here. Let's stretch the neck. Look to the right. Look to the left. Look at me. Let go. Roll the shoulders. We're going to do that one more time. Work with your breath this time, holding the breath in between sides. Inhale. Hold your breath. Look to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Look to the right. Exhale. Inhale. Look front. Exhale. And release. Roll the shoulders. All right. Back to heavier weights. Let's go to the chair with the ball and do some overhead press. One or two. All right, so you've got your ball between your legs. Remind yourself to keep that tension on the ball and on your feet. So we're going to lift to just the forehead and then back and front. Okay, I want you to watch your elbows from doing that. Use your chest to keep things pulled in. Keep them tight as you rise and then pull back down. And then maybe a little higher and pull down. And a little higher and pull down. One more, push and pull. Stay here. Bring your weights against your chest. Pull your shoulders down. And then rotate to the left and hug your ball as strong as you can. Unwind and face me. Hug your ball as strong as you can and turn to the right. And come back facing the front. Do that again. If you are hugging your ball, just make sure it's not on your knee joint, but just above the knee joint. And then again, to the right, come on back. All right, so let's put the weights down. I want to try this. When you turn, are both legs working hard? I want you to try to make one leg work harder, okay? So we're going to rotate to the left, and I want you to push your right thigh into that ball as strong as you can. Push, push, push. Look over your left shoulder. Push, push, push. And then release the tension and unwind your body. Okay, so I want you to keep that hand here. Lift inside bend. Push that left thigh into your ball. And then come back. All right, now let's go this side. Again, we're trying to pull in our waist, turning to the right. Push the left thigh in as strongly as you can. Push, push, push in. Don't let up the pressure. Keep your body lifted and tall. Can you look over your right shoulder? Push, push, push. Slowly let that unwind. Okay? Keep that hand here. Lift this arm. Now push the right thigh into the ball. Push, push. And then release. All right. Set that down. Easy. Shake it out. Did you feel your inner thighs working there? Okay, good. Excellent. Now, let's do some ham curl, bicep curl. I love this one. We have time just for a quick reset. 2 choices. Ball against the leg of your chair or on the edge. Work in the back of your leg. I promise after this, we will stretch. Okay? Every time you curl, you squeeze. Squeeze. Hold it down and pulse. 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 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. And then release it. Okay. Roll it up on top of your chair. Extend the leg. Sit tall. If you can, find your toes and pull them back. Pushing your heel to me. Again, we're trying to sit up and not bend to do this. So if you can't make it, that's okay. Relax. Circle, and then reverse, and then switch it up. Again, you have choices. You can put that ball against the leg of your chair, especially if this is a tricky position. It's hard to hold. Okay. Squeeze and curl. Excellent. I like people doing the different types. They both work great. In fact, I think the one on the chair leg is a little harder. Hold it down and pulse it. Pulse, pulse. Trying to keep up with Dido here. Pulse, pulse. Hug and hold. Trying to bring the back of your leg together. And then release. Okay, roll it up top. And then extend. Once more, if it's available to you to grab your foot, great. But if you have to bend over to do it, especially from here, I'd rather you just use the chair back and work your posture. We're just trying to open up this as well as that. And then relax and rotate. And reverse. It's a nice stretch. Okay, team. Sit things down, and it is time to stretch out. Come forward in your chair. So this is the same stretch we just did under the with the ball under our thigh. But I want you to now try to open the top of your ankle. Try to get your heel to the floor and press your toes down at the same time. And then take your hands away from your leg and reach to me. Try to lengthen the neck muscles here. So if your arms are up here, I want you to kind of drop your arms low and then try to stretch. So we're trying to keep these muscles that elevate the shoulders down. And we're lifting from here rather than there. And then come up all the way. Inhale. Exhale, hug the leg in. Rotate twice. And then reverse. When you're stretching, we're trying to create space between each vertebra of your spine. Hold it there. Circle your thigh once. And then reverse that. Okay, stack your ankle on top of your thigh. Sit up tall. Right on your sit bones. And then hands to the front of your shin. And then pull yourself gently forward so your eye gaze can look down at the floor, maybe 6 feet. So you're not doing this. You're doing this. You're keeping your chin parallel to the floor. And then I want you to imagine a hand behind your head, and you're pushing your head into that hand. Yeah. Come on upright. Pick up that leg once more, extended bend. Try the other side. Toes to the floor to stretch your ankle. So you're lifting your arch away from the floor, but trying to get the toes down. Lengthen through your leg. And then the arms reach. Can you draw your shoulders down more and lengthen through your neck more? And then come up, inhale. Exhale, hug your leg. Rotate your ankle. And reverse. Around with the thigh, just once. And then other way. Hold. Stack on top of your thigh. Rotate the thigh open. Hands to the chin. Tip forward. Look over the cliff. Keep the neck muscles engaged. So team, notice how my knee is right over my ankle. And this is to help keep my hip in alignment. And so if I'm out like this, that means my thigh bone isn't stacked in front of my hip to keep for safety. So we want to make sure our alignment is good when we stretch, that we're not throwing something out that needs to be in place. Okay, come on upright. Pick up your leg, just one time, extended bend. Set it down. Let's practice our squats. Getting out of the chair. Rise. Arms stretch to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your spine. Inhale. Exhale. We made it. Thank you, everybody. Glad to have so many here today. It's wonderful. And those of you at home, thanks for joining us. We'll see you Wednesday.
Chair yoga.
Chair yoga is not back yet. Hopefully we'll be back in July. Yeah. We have chair yoga online in our virtual library. Have you caught any of those classes? Oh, you should check that out. Yeah, the courthouse virtual Group X library. Yeah.